Hello everyone, and welcome to another video in a series I decided to call Tales from the Twit Pit, a series dedicated to fanboys making fools of themselves on Twitter as they are wont to do. Now, before we get into the main topic, there are a couple things I want to address real quick. Number 1. Apologies for the lack in fanboy salt. You see, Papa Fritz's newest formula was just so pure, it left me on the floor for days. I could barely stand, let alone create content. And 2. Just in case none of you saw the community post or the Twitter post, I was working on an Optimus Code video when he had a stroke, and it was a really bad one. I believe he has memory loss and struggles to form sentences, and considering the situation, I felt it wouldn't be appropriate to release a video ripping on him and decided to scrap it. I want to say right now, I wish him a full recovery and hope he gets better soon. I think it's important to remember that while it's fun to make fun of fanboys, it's all for entertainment. I harbor no ill will towards anyone I've covered or will cover, and I hope you guys feel the same way. Now, with all that mushy shit out of the way, let's start the video. So, in totally shocking news, Microsoft has revealed that the Elder Scrolls 6 will be exclusive to PC and Xbox. Something that should come as no surprise. After all, everyone with half a brain saw this coming a mile away. Unfortunately, half a brain is something ponies don't have, and the mental gymnastics and high amounts of cope going through these fanboys' heads is so insane. I think we're gonna have to stop calling it copium and start calling it hopium.
I see PlayStation pulling most of their games from Microsoft soon, which has a lot of big titles, and little fun fact, game companies are getting mad at the Game Pass.
Okay, let's just take it from the top, shall we? Number 1, what PlayStation games are on Xbox or the Microsoft Store? Because last I checked, they're only on Steam and PlayStation. 2, do you have any proof that game companies are getting mad at the Game Pass, or are you just spouting bullshit? And 3, did Baby drop his bottle?
Don't care, I got these masterpieces.
Sure, Jan.
If you didn't care, you wouldn't have commented. But please, go ahead, keep coping and simping for games that aren't even out yet, so you have no idea if they'll be good. After all, it's not like studios that have previously made bangers eventually rolled out unfinished or poorly made products. No, that totally never happened.
It's losing like 25+% of its sales by making it just Xbox and PC. Gonna be interesting to see how this shakes out, but Skyrim sold more on PS4 than Xbone.
Okay, and Skyrim sold more on the 360 than the PS3, and the sales on PC were massive compared to consoles, so...
Cope!
The game won't sell on Xbox. It will go to Game Pass and they will call it a win.
I mean, with 30 million subscribers, I don't see how that isn't a win, but okay, don't overdose on all that copium.
Funny how PS exclusive games are coming to PC and their community hates it. Hashtag stay losing. Just so you're aware, PS games aren't coming to PC. They're going to only be on PlayStation or the PlayStation PC. It's still gonna require you to get the Sony PC.
Ooh, yo, I didn't know I already had a Sony PC. I mean, my PC can run Days Gone, Horizon Zero Dawn, and more than likely we'll be able to run God of War. That's fucking rad, dude.
You can't take a franchise or company that made amazing games on each console for almost 2 decades and then suddenly make it exclusive to one console. It's a big fuck you to anyone on PlayStation. Skyrim and Fallout are some of my favorite games and I can't play any new ones.
So who's gonna tell them that Morrowind was exclusive to the Xbox and that Oblivion came to 360 a year before it did the PlayStation? And really? You think Fallout 4, Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls Online, and Elder Scrolls Blades were amazing? Come on, open your eyes, you deluded fanboy. We all told you this was going to happen as soon as Microsoft bought Bethesda. I don't know why you guys are still surprised.
Why are people still talking about this? Elder Scrolls 6 was confirmed Xbox/PC exclusive months ago, and PlayStation fanboys are still crying about it for some reason. It would have never been this deep if PlayStation bought Bethesda instead.
Thank you!
Well, my intelligent friend, it's because PlayStation fanboys have the collective IQ of a fruit fly, and seem to forget about all the masterpiece exclusives they constantly brag about.
Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6 PlayStation 5 exclusive!
That one didn't age quite so well.
Yeah, old ass tweet, I know. I just wanted to remind everyone about this because you may try to forget J-Dub, but we never will. And quite frankly, I don't know how he can even make content with all the L's he's constantly holding.
Amen, Phil. LMFAO. God of War Ragnarok, bigger than Skyrim 6.
See everyone? This is how bad your critical thinking skills are when you are infected with fanboyism. Neither of the games are out, so we have no idea if they're going to be any good, yet this gentleman is already declaring one superiority over the other. He also calls Elder Scrolls 6 Skyrim 6. Hey buddy, you do know Skyrim was only the name of the 5th one, right? Every Elder Scrolls is named after the region they take place in. Oh, who am I kidding? Sony Ponies think 5 exclusives is a big number, so I'm not surprised when they make dumbass comments like this.
Console exclusives are what show off the true capabilities of the consoles. Halo wouldn't have been what it is if it were multi-plat.
Well, would you look at that? Halo actually was multi-plat at the very start. Isn't that interesting? Seriously, guys, please, you have the entire world's information literally at your fingertips. Please use it for the love of God.
Console wars still a thing in 2021?
Oh, you poor sweet summer child. If only you knew.
It's about punishing PlayStation gamers instead. Actually, if you read between the lines, it's about Games Pass. They're designing Elder Scrolls 6 knowing Games Pass puts it front and center for everyone. Also, it sounds like a timed exclusive which would absolutely reinforce Games Pass.
Kids, you're both just awful.
This take is almost as retarded as Grace Randolph's when she said The Suicide Squad was designed for HBO Max despite it being in development before COVID hit. No shit Game Pass would put a new game front and center. They do that for every new release on the service, as does literally every other publisher. And I don't know where you think it sounds like a timed exclusive, but it's better for you guys to accept the likelihood it won't come to PlayStation. Do I think it will absolutely never come to PlayStation? No, not 100%. You can never be certain. But it is very unlikely considering the past.
It is absolutely about punishing PlayStation. History will remember when Xbox couldn't hack it themselves and weren't able to compete with PlayStation's quality. They simply bought out a huge publisher and stole major franchises away from an established player base.
Oh, you mean like PlayStation did when they bought Insomniac and thereby made Spider-Man exclusive to PlayStation? You know, the literal biggest superhero in the world who always had games on all platforms? Rules for thee, but not for me, eh? Anyone who knows me knows that I don't like the idea of exclusives at all. I think it's shitty for Microsoft to take an established franchise like Elder Scrolls and make it exclusive. Just like I thought it was shitty when PlayStation bought out Insomniac and now Spider-Man is exclusive to PlayStation, as will the Wolverine game. If you're going to complain about a publisher doing this, then you have to be consistent, children. Or else you look like a moron pissy that he doesn't get to play with someone else's toys. There were other screenshots I took and wanted to cover, but I feel like this is a good place to stop, as to me, videos like this tend to become repetitive around the 7 to 8 minute mark. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. As always, to stay up to date on all things crab, you can follow me on Twitter via the link in the description, and I'll see you all in the next video.